Alright guys, Legend of Zelda. Netflix recently announced that they were going to be making a live action series based on Zelda. They said it was going to be like Game of Thrones for kids, which is good because I don't know if I could handle a Legend of Zelda that was exactly like Game of Thrones where everyone's like killing each other and stabbing. We'd run out of characters like after like one season. But either way, Netflix is helming this project. I mean, I believe in them, but I really, really, really hope that they do a good job. I mean, we've seen the Ocarina of Time story over and over and over again. We've seen the other games that get remixed into stories. Do you think that it should go and take stories from the beginning of Legend of Zelda and play up through that? Or do you think it should try to be something different, something original, and you know, mix things up together, you know, something new? What do you think?
They should do probably like American Horror Story.
Okay.
Every season is like a different storyline, even though they have the same actors.
Right.
But do like this is Legend of Zelda.
Right.
Then you have season 2, Legend of Zelda 2.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, Link to the Past, and so on, so on, so on.
I like that.
Majora's Mask here. I don't know, throwing Wind Waker in there somewhere.
Yeah.
They could go in chronological order, I think.
Yeah, like
we just mix it up.
Who could really decipher that timeline? This thing's crazy.
Yeah.
But there are timelines up there, and we'll put one up here for you so you can see that there are timelines. But you know, can you decipher which season should go first? I don't know, maybe. But I do like that too, like the American Horror Story idea of going, you know, from each set in the same dimension technically, but on different stories with same actors. Yeah. That's awesome. The timeline going in chronological order.
I mean, isn't that just Zelda? Like every game is just the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might as well just do like an American Horror Story type of deal, and you know, one season this, second season has nothing to do with the first season, but it's this.
Yeah.
So each is a standalone.
Right.
But they're all related.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Alex, what do you think?
I like Miguel's idea a lot better because at first I was thinking, okay, just go where like how the first game started. Will be one season about that, and then you go to Majora's Mask and so on and so forth. But I really like what makes Big Papi Mix like brought out that timeline. It's actually really good.
Yeah. Definitely the series will, you know, continue to evolve as Netflix uses it, but I mean, obviously they know what they're doing when it comes to television. They do have their own original programming that has, you know, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. Those shows are
Daredevil's
huge.
coming out soon.
Daredevil, you know, exactly.
Peaky
Like,
Blinders, which is actually pretty good. Not people have seen it, but it's really good.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. I know it's stupidest name ever, but it's amazing.
No,
it's
no,
great.
I know exactly what show you're talking about. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so they know what they're doing with programming. It's not like, you know, we're giving this to a random company to try to make like a Legend of Zelda live action. I'm glad that if it could be in anybody's hands, I'm glad that Netflix is helming the project. But then again, like they said, it's going to be like a type of Game of Thrones type thing where it's going to focus a lot on character development and things like that. But you know, I just wonder how good is the special effects going to be? How good is the story going to be? How good are the characters that they cast going to be? It has a lot of variables, and yeah.
I feel Netflix hasn't really gone much into the fantasy realm of stories, so they're gonna take a more realistic route. I feel that that's gonna be it. So there's not gonna be room for much special effects, but when there are, they are gonna be good. I believe.
That'd be a good prediction.
I think that's a real question. You want it more to be like fantasy or realistic? I pick fantasy. That's what I grew up with, like fantasy. But
with Zelda.
With Zelda.
There we go.
You had a fantasy with
and
Zelda and
Link.
I mean,
you're saying it's for kids, so I guess
there's kids watching this.
I don't know. Just don't make it like that animated one.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
Excuse me,
princess.
I mean, that's the thing works for kids. I mean, at least do it, you know, PG-13. That would be just fine. I mean, you can do PG-13 like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. PG-13, and it's
amazing.
I mean, it has, you know, it gets pretty violent, but it doesn't get way too over.
It doesn't go over, yeah. It doesn't cross over.
Not like Game of Thrones.
Right. The thing too is with this is Legend of Zelda. We all know it has great content. It's a great series. It's a great game. And like you were saying, the settings, the fantasy. You could have the best setting You could have the best characters. You could have the best experiences that people brought to those characters when they played the game. But what it's all going to come down to at the end of the day is going to be how good are they going to write for the show. If the writing is good and solid, it'll be great. If it's not, no matter what setting or characters you have, you're not going to go far.
Writing, actors, and cinematography.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be that hard to write
not
Link,
that hard.
right?
Right.
Well,
Link doesn't speak.
No.
But,
you are Link.
But they're going to have to create something for him now, and that's where I get a little worried about them.
Yeah.
He's going to be a guy,
Whiny.
touches his sword and...
A little whiny, so... Oh, I got it.
Talk with his sword.
Talk with his sword. Oh,
I got it.
Speaking of like voice acting and how they're going to be using the actors, I'm going to segue into the fan-made Legend of Zelda. This was made by a group of people who they are really into cosplaying Legend of Zelda. They've done a lot of photo shoots with top-notch costumes, but they've also finally got some funds together, and they're trying to do a movie project. And
they've been working on it for years.
Yeah, it's called the Zelda Project, right?
Yes.
The whole thing. And the first 2.5 minutes is a minute and 45 seconds of Link riding a horse like that, just like riding Epona going down a field.
Horse.
Yeah, an actual horse. But I mean, the guy who they're using as Link looks like Link, so that's pretty good on them. He's riding. It's called the Final Battle, but he's riding towards Mount Doom, right?
Is it Mount? Yeah, Mount.
No, Mount Doom is Mount Doom is Lord of the Rings. It's about Death Mountain.
Oh God.
My bad. First off, I don't know where they're going with it, because the final battle in this Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time universe that it looks like they're setting this project in takes place in Hyrule Castle, which has become, Ganondorf's castle. It doesn't take place on that mountain, so I don't know where the hell Link is going. He's going in the opposite direction. But,
Hey, listen, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I hope he hits her with an arrow.
That's another thing.
The voice. Oh.
The voice of Navi, right?
Sound editing,
listen.
guys. Sound editing needs to be a little bit better. That voice could sound much better if you make it sound like it's in the actual plane of the place, not in a studio, which is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
I don't think she sounds like that.
I'll
be scared if she sounds like that.
In this fan series, you can do this.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate when fans have a love for a certain genre and they try to make something out of it, just like the DBZ fan-made series. You can watch our DBZ video if you want. It's right there in the description there.
Or the Power Rangers.
Or the Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Exactly.
There too.
I do appreciate when fans take it upon themselves to really create something that they're passionate about. But at the same time, I also think that if you're going to do something, really stick to source material, really try to make it the best you can. I just feel that this little piece that we did see, it didn't make a good first impression on me, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll let them keep going, and I'll keep watching it. Just because I'm a big fan of Legend of Zelda, I want to see what they do with it. I wouldn't want somebody to watch 2 minutes of our podcast and be like, "These guys suck."
Don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, and then turn us off. Give us a chance. Yeah. So just like that, I want to give this movie a chance too.
Now's the time for improvements from what people have seen.
Now is the ocarina of time for improvement.
Finally, right?
Finally. Nailed it.
I don't know if you guys remember, but in 2008, there was a really awesome April Fool's joke.
Yes.
And that trailer, I'm gonna say, it blew this one away. From my perspective. It was...
Everything from the camera angles, the acting, everything. It was...
The costuming was amazing.
Such a tease.
Yeah. Those guys should be making a Legend of Zelda series.
Yeah. Where are you?
Where are they now?
Yeah.
What happened
to
you
Game
guys?
of Thrones. Probably. There you go.
Above and beyond.
Well, guys, that's Legend of Zelda. We talked about Netflix and we talked about the fan-made series. So if you have any thoughts on either of those things, comment below. We'll be happy to talk with you in the comments, discuss. And thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.